Beautiful people, you are welcome to my channel. I'm Onyechi Evangeline Choma. So in today's tutorials, I'm going to teach you how to make this trending pleated turban cap, and these are the materials we'll be using. I have a stretchy fabric here. It's a light poly. Then I'm also making use of wadding. Then I have my scissors, I have my needle and thread, and I also have my tape. So let's go to the measurement. Okay, so I have my fabric here. The length is about 26 inches. That's my head circumference plus maybe 4 inches. Yes, then the width is about 20 inches, right? So what I'm going to do now is that, though before now I've gone ahead to mark 1 inch interval. So I place my tape here, I mark 1 inch. I place my tape here, I mark 1 inch. Then after that, I connect it from one end to the other. Then I move over to the other place, mark 1 inch difference, then mark all the way down. So that's what I did from this point to the other side. Okay, so that is what I did. So now I'm going to go off camera to stitch. I'm going to take it like this, where I measured 1 inch at the edge. Then so I'm going to stitch all the way down. So I'm going to pick it one after the other. I'm going to pick this one and stitch. Then after which I'll pick the second one and stitch. After that, I'll pick the third one and stitch from this end to the other end. Okay, I'm going to stitch from this end to the other end. Let's go to my sewing machine, so I'll show you the process. As with the place that I marked being at the center, as you can see, it's at the center. I'm going to put it on my sewing machine and stitch. I'm done stitching this first one. As you can see, I used little allowance to stitch. So now I'll go over to the next one, then pick just the way I picked this one. I'll pick this other line and stitch. So with the marked part being at the center, I'm going to continue the stitching just like that all the way down. So after this, I'm going to repeat the process, okay, until I get to the last line. Okay, so let me do this off camera, then I will show you. Still picking it. As you can see, these are the ones I just finished picking, and I'm still in the process. Okay, so basically this is how you do it until you exhaust the whole fabric. This is what I have, and this is how the front looks like. So I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts. Then I'm going to notch the center. Then I'm going to get the band. This is the band, 3 inches by 22 inches. I'm going to get the midpoints as well. Then notch, just like the way I did to the other side. So after notching, I'll fold into 2 this way. Okay, this is the right side of my fabric. So I'm going to fold into 2, then stitch it with the right side facing each other. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine now and stitch all the way down. Okay, so after stitching, I'll be right back to show you the outcome. Okay, you can see I'm done attaching the band to the base, and this is what I have. Okay, the length of the band is lesser than the body. Okay, the length of the body. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark the midpoint. Okay, I'm going to mark the midpoint just like this. Then from this I will note the midpoint. Anyway, so I'm going to tack. So I'm going to tack, or rather gather, from this plate. Okay, this is the center. Okay, so I'm taking it from this pleat here. Okay, so one after the other. from the back, okay, and it's not entering inside it, just from the pleat. So let me do that off camera and I will show you. I'm going to pleat all the way down, okay. So after that, I'm going to, it's just loose stitches, okay. I'm going to secure my thread here, then cut out the excess, okay. Alright, so I'm done securing the center. So I'll go over to the edge. I'm going to fold it this way, then stitch. I'm going to stitch this point. I'll stitch the band up to this place, then come out, then stitch it all the way down to this point. To this point. Then after crease, I take the other part and I stitch it up here, okay. So I'm going to stitch all the way like this, okay. I have stitched it, and this is what I have, okay. So now I'm going to, make my running stitches from this end to this other end, okay, just on a straight line, okay. So, and I'm going to do that with my needle and thread. So there's basically no pattern for this. However you want it, just make a running stitches there. So I'm done making my running stitches from this end to this other end, and then pleated this is ready. So this is how it looks. So this is the final look of the pleated turban cap. So if you find these tutorials useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, like and share. You are free to comment, okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate you, okay. So if you have gone through these tutorials, you should be able to make almost all these designs because they are similar. But if there is anyone you don't understand, then let me know so that I can make an illustration on how you can make those designs, okay. Alright, just feel free to comment, ask your questions in the comment section. I will be right there in the comment section to attend to your questions. Alright, do have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you for watching once again. I appreciate you.